Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So I do get a lot of comments with people saying I have saved them a lot of money, and I do get questions, hey, can I send you some money somehow? And now there is a way, if you so choose, called fan funding. You'll find it on the channel page right there. Looking at a 2009 Subaru Legacy, doing the timing belt and water pump. This is virtually the same as many other years. There's some minor differences, and I will just point those out probably, and then point you to the other video doing the timing belt. Maybe I'll show you some other variations along the way that we will see. So we got a little thingy over here. Has a couple pins. You just basically pull them out, pull the centerpiece up, and then pull the assembly out. Then we have a 10mm bolt holding this bracket over the belts. The little pin, friction pin, that's all. And this fits into the air cleaner assembly, slides in and out right there. And we've got this bracket here if you want to get it out of the way, 10mm. Going to be using a lot of 10 and 12mm. And then we can see it's really the same. Power steering, alternator, AC shrunk. Get this stuff all out of the way. The exhaust down below is a little different, and I'll show you that when I get to it. We're just going to pull out the cooling fans, give us some access to what we're working on. 10mm bolts on the top here, electrical cooling fan connectors down there, and one down here probably as well. We can probably pull this bottle out of there. Looks like it just kind of slides out somehow, maybe up and out. This just actually pushes in. Use a screwdriver in here and forced it that way to release the tank. Then we get to our screws for our cooling fans. Got the clamp slid. I can reach down here, pretty much out of the harm's way of fluid. Pull this off. There we go. Pulling it off. Take the cap off will help the fluid flow better. And then just wait just a few minutes and we'll be able to take this upper hose off without too much problem at all. Take the clamp with your pliers here and slide it back. Maybe even the same right here, maybe just take it off if you so choose. Sometimes I take this off. Sometimes I take this off. I loosen this clamp and then I rotate the whole hose just over out of the way. So we'll just continue on. We'll take the cooling fans out as we previously talked about. Just two 10mm bolts up here, and they just slide into fittings down below. On the driver's side, here's the connector for the fan over here. There's a little thing to push down on this. Push down on that and that'll pull out. Also, you can see here's the access for the lower hose. I was looking for a drain, didn't really see it, so I'm going to just pull off the lower hose right here just with the pliers, and I've got my drain bucket right there. So we're just going to pull the lower hose off, get the drain fluid draining so we can remove the upper hose for this easier access for the cooling fans. This is the driver's side cooling fan. Over here it's got a slot right here for the rubber hoses for the transmission if you have automatic transmission, so we just pulled those out of the slot to free it. Here's a good look at the cooling fan connector. Here's a little tang I'm talking about. You just lift up on this tang. This is all theory, of course. Doesn't consider tons of dirt and grit in there, but you lift up on this tang and that'll release it, and you can disconnect. The cooling fans works the same for both sides. Now we have beautiful access to the timing cover and all the stuff in here, and I think we can just be handing this off to the next video and show you how to do the timing belt on your Subaru. So there are some holes here for the crankshaft pulley for holding it in place while you take that bolt off. I believe it's a 22 millimeter. We have a tool that holds things. Actually had to fabricate something, got some bolts and ground down the tips to make them fit in the hole. So maybe if you have a piece of metal or wrench maybe, or a piece of wood, you could do something similar. I don't know if the wood's going to necessarily hold up, but it's certainly worth a shot, because it's really a pain in the butt to get to the access hole. You can't even see it. It's down below here to get to the flywheel to hold that in place. There's a belt trick you can use. I could actually put a link also to the belt trick, though I don't have the right length belt to do the job on this newer model, so that did not work for me. Also, there's the starter trick that people use. Put a straight bar socket on here and a straight bar, put it underneath the frame and turn the key over, and it'll loosen up the belt, or loosen up the bolt. So I'm not going to recommend that, but you might find videos on that. So I'm going to use this tool here to hold the pulley and break the bolt loose. Everything is left to loosen, right to tighten. So the oxygen wires are in the way, so you can push this tab down here, and the same with this one. Has got a tab. Oh, it's actually on here. Tabs work the same. You push down on it, theoretically again, push down on it and should release it, and you can pull it out of the connectors. So just let those hang down, maybe push this down a little bit, tweak it, and get this cover off. This 2009 Subaru Legacy. The gasket there, and that's the only difference